This is the Macross 65 by Graystudio. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been gone for a little while. My family and I have been sick. But the good news is we've all recovered, everyone's safe and healthy now, and I'm going to do my best to start cranking out the content that we have planned for you guys. So thank you so much for being patient and supporting this channel. Today we're going to take a closer look at the Macross 65 by Graystudio. It's a release that kind of been flying under the radar, but I think it absolutely deserves some attention. For those who don't know, Graystudio is known for their designer level boards. Boards that are designed to be more than just functional, that they're thoughtful details and intricate, minute aesthetic design choices. Their past release, the Space 65, were a lot of people's endgame keyboard when it came out. Their packaging has always been on point, and the Macross is no exception. From the small spare part bags to the toolbox, this is one of those experiences that remind you that you're buying into more than just a keyboard. So the Macross is a 65% board that supports both gasket and top mount. It's got a 1.2mm hot swap PCB with no flex cut and a magnetic pogo pin connector for the daughter board. It also supports vial instead of via. It comes with FR4 polycarbonate or aluminum plate options, and it includes 2 sets of gaskets, soft or hard silicone, which is great because it allows you to fine-tune your tight feel. And the only nitpicky part I have here is I wish the gaskets were in different colors because it will allow you to kind of distinguish the, which one you're working with. But they did put them in separate baggies and they're labeled incredibly well. Let's talk about the design because the Macross 65 goes hard on the aesthetics. It's got some aggressive shaping, asymmetrical lines, and the side profile got some really intricate details that really sets it apart from other boards. According to Graystudio, the tiny side accent pieces actually require upright machining, which is time-consuming and expensive, but it adds so much to the character. There's also a pre-installed light strip in the rear tail fin and 2 backlight bars that really bring the whole look together. The corner LED diffuser is secured by magnets, and that's kind of giving me a durability concern over the long term because when the magnets are secured by glue, you just never know what that will do over time. However, the rest of the board is built like how a designer board should be. One of my favorite things about this board, only 4 screws to get to the PCB assembly. After 22 screws in the Aero 75, this is a breath of fresh air. Even better, you don't have to take off keycaps to open it up. The bottom mounting screws are all accessible directly. The 2 top screws are even magnetic for easier access. That said, I do wish to avoid using Phillips screws. And the reason I say that is because hex screws are generally less prone to stripping than Phillips. But the good news is, all the areas that use Phillips screws are areas that you don't normally need to open up. And when I talked to Graystudio about this, they told me that those screws are too small to be manufactured as hex, so it is what it is. Let's talk about typing feel. I tested this board in top mount, and even with aluminum plate and non-flex cut PCB, it's surprisingly soft. All that is thanks to the 1.2mm PCB and clever internal design. Compared to gasket, the top mount actually feels more cohesive to me. It's got slightly less flex, but the overall typing experience is smoother and quieter than I expected. Both mounting styles have their own strengths. Here's a direct sound comparison. Top mount versus gasket mount. Both are using aluminum plate with Cherry MX Black. Have a listen and see which one best suit your preferences. Now that you've heard the difference between the mounts, let's talk about the overall sound. The Macross doesn't rely on flex cut or overly soft internals, but instead it uses smart interior design to create a clean and dampened sound profile. No harsh pings or hollowness even with the aluminum plate. And depending on your preference, foamed or foamless, you can really shift the sound from soft and muted to open and raw, and we'll compare those next. So which one do you prefer more? The muted and more compressed tone from the foamed build, or the open and snappy sound profile from the foamless build? So who is this board for? If you are someone who enjoys tuning your builds, swapping mounting styles, foam, or different switch combos, the Macross really gives you a nice canvas to work with. And both mounting styles are valid depending on your preferences. As you've heard from the sound tests, build choices really matter here. And even if you don't plan to mod heavily, this board delivers a premium feel right out the box. Just a few key decisions to make: what play material, what mounting style, foam, and you're good to go. So here's a summary. The Macross got fantastic packaging and labeling, and the amount of spare parts included. It's got thoughtful design choices like the magnetic pogo pin connector for the daughter board, the screw protectors, the pre-installed light strips, and the ease of assembly. But I'm still not a fan of the Phillips screws or the glued in magnets for the diffuser over time. The Macross is going to be in stock, not a group buy. The sale started on March 10th. And honestly, that's great because no year-long wait for this one. Let me know in the comments, are you planning on picking up a Macross? What color are you going to get and how are you going to build it? Are you going to go with gasket mount or top mount? As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. We got some more sound tests and deep dives coming up soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.